undisputed.
You cannot count him out, I just told you.
Shocks the world.
Has his dream come true? Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
What a stunner! Just dropped the monster! As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Rico Verhoeven.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere! Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013.
Welcome to the much anticipated Glory 100 preview special. I'm your host, Todd Grisham. This is shaping up to be one of the greatest nights in all of combat sports, which will include, of course, a fighter many consider to be the greatest heavyweight of all time, the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven, as he defends his title, and 3 other title fights are also going down in the light heavyweight, middleweight, and featherweight divisions. But if that wasn't enough, Glory 100 will feature 4 different one-night, 4-man tournaments. Yes, I said 4, with each winner qualifying for the year-end finals of Glory's last heavyweight standing. For now, let's take you back to Glory 99, where the year-long last heavyweight standing tournament kicked off with 32 of the world's best heavyweights in action.
What do you think, man?
Well, it doesn't get bigger than this. Kickboxing, we love heavyweights, and we got 32 of them tonight.
The biggest night ever in kickboxing history and the baddest tournament on earth.
Big, heavy right hand. Look at Farkas's right hand.
No, and again he hits it, and down goes Farkas! No, and down he goes! Overthrowing the towel, and the Romanian flag will wave high as the tank, gets another KO win here in Glory.
He's gonna have to pressure more this fight. And
left hand on the button.
3, 4, 5, 6.
He doesn't look good.
7.
the counter to that jab is the overhand.
Joey's walking right into that left hand, and he's down for a second time.
Great.
One more knockdown in this round, and it's over. And here it comes. They throw the towel in. That's it. The defining win of Sophia Landuni's Glory career.
Speed, fury, power combination for Milos to end the fight.
Milos Strategic!
Slowing down, you can feel the effects almost, or see them rather. And down he goes! And he does not look good at all!
Yep, he's good, he's a fit.
That
Doesn't seem like he can mess with it right now.
There it is again. Let that right hand go, Benny.
And Benny has to fire out and counter if he can, but is he rocked?
He's down for a second time. Oh, and down he goes. Rajamjani has already put him down.
Something spectacular back.
Oh, boy. Out. It's over. Rajamjani, as easy as you like. A dominating, destructive performance.
And I love when Jamal throws those straight punches moving backwards.
Jamal Ben Zadie! The biggest night ever in kickboxing history.
Doesn't get bigger than this. This is where it doesn't want to be.
Drop the hands for a second.
It's Hiraj Azizpol.
No, and again he hits it, and down goes Farkas. Hiraj Azizpor.
Yanut Yanku.
Iaku's lighting him up. No, and down he goes.
The Hammer versus the Tank. Anis Bougie.
Oh, my word.
One of the fastest glory history,
Anis Bouzid!
Asadullah Nazapov.
Nasipov was sharp. Like, let's have some fun now.
Colin the Beast George.
Colin George has physically broken down Miroslav Vujovic.
Nico Horta.
I think Laidudi's hurt.
Duty. I think the glory ring rocked a little bit.
It's over! What a victory for the man nicknamed Big Sexy!
Milos Svetichenek.
He's letting his hands go.
Jim Caceres.
And Jim Caceres looks spectacular. Over and out.
Maury the Black Ghost Chroma.
Maury Chroma ends this fight in spectacular fashion.
Aline the Beast Nikita.
Nikita told us he's never been dropped. He's never been stopped. Oh, and that changes everything.
Astrid Gashi.
That left hook.
And a stinging jab. This fight is finished.
Mahram Rajazadeh.
Combination. No!
Big time knee, and if this fight is over.
Tariq Cookie O'Haro.
Look at those combinations from Cookie.
We're just getting started.
Luigi Gashi.
Oh, that one got him good.
Sounded that was nasty.
Sofiane Ladoudi.
That's it. The defining winner, Sophia Ladoudi's glory career.
Jamal Ben Sadi.
Look at the Goliath. Bombs away. He only wants to win by KO. To break down all that is Glory 100, I bring in my broadcast colleague and the first ever Glory Hall of Famer, Bazooka Joe Joseph Valtellini, who's joining us from Canada, which is finally thawing out from a brutal winter. Joe, let's jump into this massive card, 20 fights in one night, and we start with the first of our four-man, one-night tournaments. Right out of the gate, we get to see the Romanian tank, Ionut Iancu. Tell us about that four-man tournament.
Well, I think the first fight with Iancu is going to be one of the most exciting fights in the tournament. He's taking on the Iranian fighter Iraj Azizpour. And if you watched Azizpour at Glory 99, and even before he came to Glory, he's a spectacular fighter who almost fights like Iancu. So I expect these guys to almost meet in the center of the ring and exchange. So keep an eye on that one. But the other half of this tournament, it's got two good boxers. I'm really excited to see Nasipov versus Bouzid. Anis Bouzid had a fantastic knockout early on in the first round. He is a light heavyweight moving up, and that's kind of a similar look from Nasipov, who's got good boxing as well. So in that first tournament, you got to think maybe Iancu and Azizpour being the bigger guys, the more explosive. Those are the ones I'm kind of expecting to get out of that first semifinals.
All right, let's talk about our second tournament of the night. And you mentioned big and strong. Nobody's bigger or stronger than Colin George. What a massive man he is. And he's taken on Big Sexy. Best friends who have to be foes for the night. That's what maybe the best semifinal matchup we have on the entire card.
Both big power guys who kind of go for finishes, both exciting. I mean, look at the last fight that we saw from Nico Pereira Horta, knocking out Rade Opicic. I had Opicic as one of the favorites, winning the entire thing, and here comes Nico Pereira Horta with that big knockout. The other half of this tournament, it's more of the smaller guys, which is going to be interesting. Milos Svetichanin taking on Jem Caceres. Jem Caceres is stepping in for Tomas Mosny. This fight could have easily happened in the light heavyweight division somewhere for a title down the line, but here they meet in the heavyweight division. And if you know Jem Caceres, good power puncher, good combinations. Svetichanin is the same way. And Svetichanin, which was the most impressive thing to me, in Glory 99, to qualify for this, he beat the biggest guy in the tournament, Nabil Kahab, which is a big thing for someone like Svetichanin to do.
All right, now to our third four-man, one-night heavyweight tournament, and it's the return of the Golden Wolf, Bahram Rajabzadi. He's almost everybody's favorite fighter to watch. Do you think he wins this tournament?
I think it's going to be tough, and his first semifinal matchup against Astrid Gashi is going to be a very difficult one for him. Astrid Gashi is just building momentum. We haven't seen too much out of him, but he's strong, he's confident, can take big shots and come back. But Bahram, we know who he is. He's explosive, he's powerful, and from light heavyweight to heavyweight, he has the ability to put you out. So I think that's one we all need to keep an eye on. I'm also excited to see Mori Kroma. Mori Kroma is one of our top light heavyweights. He did great in his heavyweight debut back at Glory 99. But this is more of another even matchup for him. We saw Nikita is going to be one of the smaller and the younger guys in this tournament. So I think that's one for Mori Kroma to really get done. But keep an eye on that exciting style of Nikita.
And now to the final four-man, one-night tournament of the night. It features, of course, Jamal Bin Sadiq in one of the semifinals against perhaps Tariq Asaro, who's in the other semifinal. That seems to be the dream matchup of the night. But I got to tell you, Sofian Ladouni is finding his form right now, Joe. I think he could spoil this entire bracket. What do you think?
I totally agree with you, and I'm going to say this is probably the group of death. This is probably the toughest of the tournaments. I mean, you got to think, Jamal Ben Sadiq versus Ladouni, that's probably the biggest matchup of all of the tournament. Ladouni's looking good, and his last fight, we saw him knock out a big, tall fighter in Primachov, so we know Ladouni's confident. He's fought Rico in the past, and he's built momentum since there. I think he's got a good chance at beating the Goliath, Jamal Ben Sadiq. But on the first of that semifinals, Tariq Asaro versus Luigi Gashi, the brother of Astrid Gashi, who looked good in his debut as well. But Tariq Asaro, confident, big power puncher. In this semifinal, let's go with Tariq Asaro versus Jamal Ben Sadiq, but Ladouni is the dark horse for sure.
All right, Joe, we'll see if your predictions come true at Glory 100. But, of course, there are also 4 world title fights also going down on the same card. And he'll be back a little later on to break those down, too.
Undisputed.
You cannot count him out. I just told you.
Shocks the world.
Has his dream come true? Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still.
What a stunner! Just dropped the monster! As smooth as you like. Complete domination by Tariq Asaro.
Champion of the world.
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere! Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the king.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks.
His reign over the division now dates back to April of 2013.
Welcome back to the Glory 100 Preview Special. One of the reasons this night will be one of the greatest ever in combat sports is that it will feature 4 world title fights, and none bigger than in the heavyweight division, as Rico Verhoeven brings with him his astounding Glory record of 27 wins and only 1 defeat, as he defends his title for a record 14th time. Undefeated in over 10 years, the king of kickboxing takes on former Glory light heavyweight champion and the winner of Dana White's Contender Series, Artem Bahitov.
The winner is blue corner, Rico Verhoeven.
Rico.
For me, it's a huge thing, you know. I've been with Glory since the beginning, and we made it to Glory 100. It's insane. We're over a decade in, and yeah, I'm excited. Still here, still grounding and pounding and having fun with it. So yeah, very, very, very proud of what we accomplished as a whole. So not just Glory, not just what I did, but just as the kickboxing sport in total.
This kid is a monster.
Oh, not good. Overhand right, sends the knees down.
I think the Glory 4 Rico would say that, nah, that's crazy. That hasn't been done before. So that's so far ahead, and especially for the younger people, they're like, oh, 10 years is a long time. It is definitely a long time, but especially when you're in something and it just flows, it goes by so fast. I think the advice I would give the Glory 4 Rico is just keep having fun with it. I think Glory 4 Rico still had a lot to learn, and now I'm just doing this for me and for nobody else. I'm just having so much fun while doing it, and just improving and just getting better and just grinding. And yeah, I think that's the beauty of the whole process. So having fun while doing it, instead of just working towards that one goal of, hey, I need to become world champion, or I need to win this fight. Of course, that's a goal, but while you're in the process of getting fitter, getting better, and working on your craft, that's, I think, the beauty.
Verhoeven going in to finish the fight, and now it's Zimmerman coming back, and he's down.
What I'm most proud of is that we as kickboxers pulled the sport out of the mud. So I'm so happy that people got to see the beauty of the sport and the beauty of martial arts in general, because that's, if you look at the society today and of social media and influencers and everybody that's embracing martial arts, it's been amazing. It's been amazing from every part and side of the world. We've never been at this peak. It's on its all-time high. So, and I think it just keeps growing.
And still heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven.
Провел несколько, там 4-5 боев, выиграл данного контендера, прошел несколько сборов. Но все равно, даже когда в карьере ММА я начал заниматься ММА, я всегда предпочитал все равно ударную технику, страйки. Ну, страйкер всегда должен быть. Поэтому я всегда, также боксировал, даже все бои у меня заканчивались досрочно, это все было в стойке. Сейчас, да, поступило предложение с боя с Рико. Мы этот бой уже давно, я скажу вам, давно хотели в 2017 году, когда я являлся чемпионом Light Heavyweight, и мы предлагали этот бой, объединить титулы, сделать двух чемпионов поединок, но как-то этот бой все был на уровне разговоров, и сейчас, спустя там сколько-то лет, да, много лет уже, этот бой Рико на протяжении многих лет уже не проигрывал никому. Один из самых доминирующих, возможно, самый доминирующий кикбоксер за все время в этой весовой категории. И выиграть у Рико, ну, это, во-первых, будет, да, наследие такое, которое многие, да, в меня не верят. Многие не верят. И я как-то, наоборот, к этому, я привык к таким эмоциям. Даже я всегда говорю спасибо этим ребятам, которые в меня не верят. Это, наоборот, меня мотивирует, меня заряжает спортивной злостью. Мы видим план на бой, мы знаем план. Я верю, я уверен, ну, у меня есть вера, я верю в эту победу 100%. Я засыпаю с этой мыслью, я просыпаюсь с этой мыслью, я тренируюсь. Все отлично, я рад вернуться в свое родное, забрать свои пояса и дальше будет видно. Но сейчас предстоящий бой, я буду готовиться к нему.
This opponent just like it, I don't know, it tickles me and it sparks something in me because it's a different challenge, a challenge we haven't had before.
Да, сейчас Рико это, конечно, большой чемпион. Это уже много лет, на протяжении многих лет доминирующий чемпион, поэтому для нас это вызов. Я люблю вызовы такие, для кого-то, можно сказать, непреодолимые. То, что говорят люди, там, не верят в меня, это наоборот меня мотивирует на победу. Поэтому мы полностью отдаем отчет, что мы можем это сделать, и мы победим в этом бою. Я уверен, в своей голове есть план, который будем действовать и который доведет до победы.
Light heavyweights are doing amazing in the heavyweight tournament. This guy has been a light heavyweight champion for years and years, and I'm 100% sure if he would be in the tournament, he would beat a lot of these guys. I'm taking this fight 100% serious.
The three remaining title fights, all are rematches. In the light heavyweight division, Tariq Kababez defends his title against Sergey Maslavoyev for the second time in a rematch of one of the closest ever Glory fights back at Glory Collision 4. In the featherweight division, current champion Pech Panamorung goes up against Miguel Trindad in a title rematch from Glory 97 where Pech narrowly escaped with a split decision win. And finally, in the other world title rematch, Donovan Bisa defends his middleweight championship against number 1 ranked Michael Boapea.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop me. Nah, you cannot stop me.
Ik ben nu kampioen. En nu is de kunst kampioen blijven. Kampioen worden is niet makkelijker, maar het is mogelijk. Maar kampioen blijven is nog moeilijker. Iedereen jacht op mij, iedereen noemt mijn naam. Laat ze allemaal maar komen.
I will show the people that 38 is a new 25. That's it. I feel really good, really strong, really energetic, really powerful, really motivated, dedicated, and still moving forward. You will see that. Just need to go there and fucking smash faces. That's it. Sometimes like this. And that thing I'm gonna do to my friend Tariq.
Mijn grootste gevecht is gewoon mijn gewicht. Dat is mijn grootste gevecht, gewicht halen. Dus veel afvallen. Want ik ben van natuur gewoon een zwaargewicht. Ik loop ongeveer op 110.
We're learning new techniques. I don't like to promise. I like to do more than speak. But I will try to show some new skills, some things that people are not waiting from me, as well as the fat boy. He will wait one thing, but will get another thing.
De partij ga ik hem echt lesje leren.
What can I promise? That it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a bomb, and you're gonna see a real good fight. A fight full of emotions, full of energy, and man, I will leave my heart there. That I can promise.
Ik ben een vechter die 5 rondes lang knalt en echt een show van maakt. Het wordt echt een hele gezellige, mooie avond.
So I think you're next, man. He's been very dominant. What do you think?
I don't even think I'm next. I know I'm next.
The first time I already won. This is the second time I'm going to win again.
Thank you for that fight, bro. Because you made the most out of me.
The first time he thought he was ready, he was shouting, I won the belt, I won the belt. Well, he got his shot, he lost. So the second time he's gonna lose again.
He wasted my time as he did the last time and he did it again, you know? You know, you're wasting my time and that's why I called him a waste man.
I know on the 14th, I'm gonna be the champion still, again, and always.
He's talking a lot of smack, I'm talking smack back, and we will see on the day when we have to fight. The first fight, he was a little bit smarter.
He said I was a little bit smarter, I was a lot smarter than you in that fight.
This time is gonna be different, you know?
Vision of a fight, I have my vision of a fight. I won that fight.
Bro,
you know that I won.
Nobody said
you knew that I would win.
Nobody said you didn't win that fight.
I know.
I already gave you your props. You won that fight. You were the better man that day. But what I'm telling you is
every day.
What I'm telling you is
every day.
What I'm telling you is
every day I'm the better guy.
And then new, man, and new.
I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win. Already won.
Well, we've already broken down the 4 different 4-man, one-night heavyweight tournaments, but wait, there's more. We've got 4 world title fights on the line, and to break those down, we welcome back in Bazooka Joe Joseph Valtellini. Let's start in the featherweight division. It's a rematch from Petch's closest fight in years as he takes on Miguel Trindade again. What do you expect to see?
Petch versus Trindade has been a little bit of a build-up, which I'm excited for. They last met at Glory 97 in Japan in an 8-man tournament. And if you've seen Miguel Trindade in that tournament, it was something spectacular. Knocking out Haraguchi, knocking out Chad Collins, and then taking Petch Penamarung to a split decision is something spectacular. And this is why Miguel Trindade has become personally one of my favorite fighters to watch. He's spectacular, he's aggressive, and he loves to go for the kill in the big knockout. But that's a very difficult task when you fight someone like Petch. Petch now, to me, has got to be at the top of the pound-for-pound best kickboxers in the world. He's been so dominant with his Muay Thai style. You know what Petch is going to do? I feel this one is a great chance for Trindade to get the win, but Petch, the way he's been dominant and consistently dominating division, that's no easy task.
Yeah, Petch always seems to find a way to win. Let's talk about the middleweight world championship on the line. Donovan Visa in another rematch against Michael Boapea. He wants to drop those bombs, Joe. Can he get the win in the rematch this time?
Well, I think for sure Michael Boapea can get it done. Since their last meeting, those two last met at Collision 6. That would have been November 2023. So since then, it's been Michael Boapea really gaining the momentum. Since their fight, Boapea has been on a 5-fight winning streak. His last 2 fights, he even moved up in weight in light heavyweight division, beating guys like El Buni, Latescu. That's massive. So momentum is in the favor of Boapea, but Donovan Visa is a technician. And I talk about Petch and you talk about the Rico Verhoevens, but when it comes to one of the most technical kickboxers, you got to put Donovan Visa there. He's sharp offensively, good defensively. He's just an overall technical kickboxer, and that's why he's one of my favorites to watch as well. But Boapea, his relentless, his pressure, his confidence, and that's what's going to give him a big shot. So Donovan Visa better be well-trained and prepare for a different type of Boapea, because I haven't seen any fighter in Glory as hungry and as motivated as the Time Bomb.
So it's Suriname versus Ghana in that one, and another 2 countries squaring off for the light heavyweight championship. Tariq Kababez, the Dutch Moroccan, squaring off against Sergey Masloboyev from Lithuania. Masloboyev has admitted, hey, he's on the tail end of his career, but he believes he's got one more title run left in him. Does he beat the Tank?
Well, I mean, I think is a very good shot at doing it. I mean, when you look at the structure of the two, Masloboyev's tall, he's built good, he's more of the technical fighter, but what the Tank has, he's got a mindset that very few have. I mean, he might not be the biggest, he might not be the strongest, but he definitely has one of the biggest wills to win. His combinations, his pressure, his power, we've always called him basically the Mike Tyson of kickboxing with his power punches and his low kicks. I think that will is very hard to beat, but when it comes to a technical fight, I think that's where Masloboyev has the edge. Can he take Kebabez into those deep waters, push him, try to fatigue him, try to land those big shots? Gonna be tough, but I think Masloboyev has a good shot if he could really break that will of the tank.
Well, we know Kebabez, one of the fan favorites in Rotterdam, will be rocking to see if Tariq can retain his light heavyweight championship. Finally, the big one, the coup de grace, Joe. Rico Verhoeven defending his title for a 14th time. He hasn't lost in over 4,000 days in glory, but Artem Vakhitov just might have the recipe to do it. Why do you believe the former light heavyweight champion can move up and beat the king?
Well, for me, this fight is all about movement versus pressure, right? We know Rico Verhoeven is one of the best pressure fighters in the world, high guarded, coming forward, but what Vakhitov does well is he moves well, he can hit and move, and that's the big key for him in here. He's got to be able to move around Rico Verhoeven and not be caught against the ropes and in the corners, but that's where he shines, especially with his run in the UFC and in MMA. In MMA, you learn to have to move. You can't just sit in the pocket in a high guard in MMA, so it's Vakhitov really working that movement in his MMA that can play a big favor for him. The other big question is Rico Verhoeven's power, his size. But we've seen with fighters in the past, a good example, a Gokhan Saki, someone who's really quick. He used speed and combinations to get the job done. So this is kind of what I see the biggest approach for Vakhitov. He's got to use his movement and his speed against the pressure and the power of Rico Verhoeven. So can he get it done? Absolutely. I think it's going to be a harder fight for Rico than people think because he has to follow a smaller fighter around. He's got to try to match that pace a little bit, which is something different for Rico Verhoeven. But to dethrone the king after 4,000 days of being a champion, the amount of title defenses he had, the 5-round championship experience, you have to remember, while Vakhitov was in MMA doing the UFC run, Rico stayed true to kickboxing, gained momentum in the ring. He's done 8-man tournaments, defended his title again. So my heart wants to say Rico Verhoeven gets it done, but don't count out the Russian in Vakhitov.
You said your heart. What about your head, Joe? What do you think with your head for once in your life? Your head. You said Vakhitov can do it, but does he do it?
Nope. I think it's going to be a tough one, but my heart and head is telling me Rico Verhoeven. But let me tell you, it's going to be a tough, closer one than most people think.
There you have it. Joe, what about your elbow? How does your elbow feel? Does the elbow believe? I mean, the heart and the head go to... All right, never mind. All right, Bazooka Joe, Joseph Valtellini. Can't wait to see you in Rotterdam, my friend, and enjoy Glory 100 with you. Safe travels.
Likewise, brother.
What a night it's shaping up to be, and you can catch Glory 100 live on DAZN. Go to DAZN.com/Glory Kickboxing or GloryKickboxing.com. It's a night like no other. If you're a fan of combat sports, this is a can't-miss event. I'll be calling the action with my broadcast partner, as always, Bazooka Joe, Joseph Valtellini. Until then, I'm Todd Grisham, and I'll see you in Holland for Glory 100.
Undisputed!
You cannot count him out! I just told you!
Shocks the world!
Has his dream come true?
Future star being born right before our eyes.
And still!
What a stunner! Just dropped the monster! As smooth as you like! Complete domination by Tariq Asara.
Champion of the world!
Tank will just boss you around if you let him. Out of nowhere! Are we about to crown a new champion?
It's the King